your way in.
What?
The Miller Lite Vikings draft party. Tweet your draft questions to Meat Sauce each day leading up to the NFL draft with hashtag KFAN draft. Then tune in each day to Vikings News to see if Sauce reads your questions for the chance to win draft party tickets. More info is at KFAN.com. Make the keyword contests.
We are live from the Buffalo Wild Wings in Las Vegas, the Power Trip Morning Show with some good friends out here. New friends, old friends, good friends. And ladies and gentlemen, you've asked yourself 1,000 times, who the hell is Robbie Rosenhaus? This is him right now. Hi, Robbie.
Hi, good morning, everybody. Power Trip listeners, good morning. How's everybody doing?
Now, Robbie, I believe you are here because you are a giant UFC fan. UFC 300 is happening on Saturday night. Sorry, I can't go to that. I'd love to go sometime. What are you doing today, activity-wise, for the UFC?
Yeah, so the press conference is later today. It's actually open to the public if you guys want to go over to MGM Garden Arena. It's actually at 5 o'clock today. Doors open at 4. You'll see all the fighters up there, including Alex Pereira and Jamal Hill. They'll be fighting for the light heavyweight title. But the fight that interests me the most is for the BMF belt, and you can pretty much understand what those initials mean. Maybe Corey does.
Sauce, you know, BMF stands for...
Ask your brother.
Yeah, please do not. Please don't do that.
Dov cannot comment.
I can chime in.
No, don't.
And those will be two of the baddest mothers on the planet, Max Holloway and Justin Gaethje. You do not want to miss that fight. Those guys will be up there talking about it today, and I'll be over at the press conference. The event is Saturday night at T-Mobile Arena, but today is the press conference. Tomorrow's the weigh-in, and both of those are open to the public. So if you're around, you want to go over to MGM Grand Arena, catch some UFC action for free before the main event. You can go catch those today and tomorrow.
Wait, who the hell would want to watch a couple of guys in underwear stand on scales in front of a giant crowd?
Anybody?
Oh, Tommy's here.
Tommy, yeah.
Oh, Tommy flew in?
Yeah.
Caught the red eye?
Here's a question that is really, really stupid. I'm sure the answer is 100% yes, but is there a lot of betting on UFC?
Oh, yeah, there's a ton of betting on UFC. In fact, the main event is right around a pick'em right now, as Alex Pereira will take on Jamal Hill for the light heavyweight title. That's right around pick'em, and yeah, there's a ton of betting that goes on UFC.
Are we anywhere near the Ultimate Fighter House? I loved that television show. I don't pay for the subscription, so I don't get to see it anymore, but do you know where it's located?
So it's about 8 to 10 miles away. It's towards the Apex on the west side of town towards Summerlin, which is gorgeous out there. A lot of the hockey players, a lot of the Golden Knights players live out there. They love it here. Obviously, it's a tax-free state, so that's why a lot of the players want to come and play here. But yeah, that's where the Ultimate Fighter House is. It's out there towards the Apex, which is kind of where everybody's in the nice part of town on the west side in Summerlin.
Last thing for Robbie here. Robbie, if somebody out there has never bet on a UFC fight before and they were thinking about throwing some money down, who's going to win the main event and how much money should they put on it?
I think so Jamal Hill vacated the title due to injury. He's going to take on Alex Pereira, but I think the Brazilian's going to get the better of him. I think Alex Pereira, who lost to Israel Adesanya just last year, came back with a couple of wins in a row, and I think he's going to finish Jamal Hill, take the belt. And in the other matchup, I like Max Holloway to take the BMF title against Justin Gaethje in a fan-favorite fight that was one not to be missed.
Love it. Let's hear it. That's Robbie Rosenhaus right there. Nice job. Thank you, man. That's how it's done. That's the first real sounding knowledge I heard on the show all day.
Absolutely. And now for the opposite, let's do Vikings news and talk NFL draft.
It's time for Vikings news on the Power Trip, presented by
Accessories Pro.
All right, let's do this. Mel Kiper, Vikings draft pick prediction. Guess who he thinks they're going to take, Corey Cove?
I'm going to guess he's going to say a quarterback because that's what everybody's guessing. So I'm going to say he has us taking, what's one of two? I'll go J.J. McCarthy.
Nailed it, and he has us trading the first rounders this year and our first rounder next year. What do you think about that?
Sauce?
I think it's just the price of admission. I think you said it about a month ago, Cor, when they traded for that pick, that everybody knows what they're doing. They don't have a lot of leverage. They can pretend that they, would be fine with taking Penix or Bo Nix, but everybody knows they're going to try and jump up the draft board. There's an article today on ESPN.com about the percent chance the Vikings will jump up the draft board, and they put it at 50. There's too much time between the end of the season and the NFL draft, so every talker has talked about. But, I think that's just what they're going to have to do, even if it's the 5th pick, because they have to fear that the Giants will take him at 6 if he's available, even though I think the Giants are trying to get one of the better wide receivers, and they just want somebody to jump in front of them to take a quarterback.
Well, here's the point that he makes that is a pretty valid one. He says he doesn't have J.J. McCarthy in the top 10 himself as far as players go in the NFL draft, but this team and the skill position players and even the offensive line will make him a star in this league if we take him. He's good enough to be a star with this team.
Yeah, and I think that's the same thing that can be said about Drake May. And I think when you look at these quarterbacks in this draft, the best position for any of them to go to is the Minnesota Vikings. You could argue Caleb to the Bears will be great because they put a pretty good infrastructure around him. But the 2 stud wide receivers, the 2 good tackles, the running back that they added in the offseason, this is a great spot to give a rookie quarterback that much more of a chance to succeed in this league. And they have to get one. I just think the way that it's been laid out and the extra pick, and they don't have a quarterback that could start long term on their roster. They have to go get one, so they're going to have to overpay for it. If it works out, nobody will care. If it doesn't work out, I know this is a weird thing to say, but it only kills them for the next draft. When the 49ers moved up to get Trey Lance, it was one of the biggest busts in a long time. It was 3 drafts they took inventory from. This would only kill them for next year's draft. They could recover from it, and they'll have a bunch of cap money.
Plus, if you trade up and swing and miss, then it's fun for us because we get to bitch and moan.
Correct.
It's fun.
Either way,
Either
2
way.
weeks from today is going to be sweet. They're either going to get their franchise quarterback or they're going to take a guy and then have to pretend that he is their guy.
Does Justin Jefferson weigh in on any of this? Does he have a
He's going to weigh in at
favorite?
5 o'clock at the MGM Garden in
Yeah, it's
his
gonna be great.
underwear.
He's fighting. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
He's fighting?
Yeah, he's fighting.
Yeah.
He's got to make some money in the
Yeah,
office.
and Albert Breer the other day tweeted that he thinks that there is 0 chance that they will get rid of Justin Jefferson, that they will sign him to a contract. I just think that he has a say in what they're doing. They have talked to him about every option that could be a quarterback, and I think they know that he will be okay with it. He caught 1,000 yards from a hodgepodge of quarterbacks last year and missed, 7 games? The guy could catch 1,000 yards from anybody. He just wants to know that they have a plan like Dutch and Red Dead
I
Redemption.
got a
I
plan.
wonder what hodgepodge means and where did that come from?
Is there a worse video game character than Dutch?
I need more time.
I mean, I loved him, but I hated him.
He sucks.
Yeah,
A
right.
confused mixture.
Oh.
What's the etymology, though?
You have a hodgepodge on your
North
shoulders.
American.
I got it, Paul.
Thank you. There's a hodgepodge in your hair, Zach.
Oh, gross.
Middle English alteration of hodgepodge.
All right.
Okay, that explains.
A nickname for the given name Roger,
Oh,
which means a name for a typical agricultural worker.
that's not what I thought rogering somebody meant.
It's an archaic British term. Andy would know. Roger, Roger.
Okay.
Yeah, Roger.
Yeah.
And the Masters start today if it doesn't rain, right?
Yeah, it's going to start in about 2 hours local time, and they will get underway, and it'll be great. They have about a 4.5 hour window where they can get it in, and then they'll go as quickly as they can tomorrow morning. The next 3 days are supposed to be great.
A former Baltimore Raven, Terrell Suggs, was arrested late Tuesday night in Maricopa County, Arizona on an assault charge. According to TMZ Sports, jail records show that Suggs was also charged with offense against public order, which is an interesting charge. Never heard that one. TMZ Sports later reported Suggs' arrest came after he allegedly brandished a gun and threatened to kill a man during an argument at a Scottsdale, Arizona Starbucks. Been there. TMZ cited police documents which said the argument started after Suggs made contact with another driver's vehicle in the drive-through lane. Suggs, 41, spent 17 seasons in the NFL. He played his first 16 seasons in Baltimore before splitting 2019 with the Cardinals and the Chiefs. Moved to Arizona as a teenager to play high school football in the state. Also went on to play college at Arizona State.
Yeah, he was a guy that every Viking fan wanted. He was a great defensive end and a great pass rusher for the Ravens, and I don't know who they passed on to take him. What draft?
Dan Marino.
Oh, it was. Yeah, they passed and took Dan. The Vikings took Dan Marino.
They did, yes, but they traded him immediately.
Yeah, that sounds like something they would do.
Different one, not the quarterback.
For a hodgepodge.
Yeah.
They got him for hodgepodge?
I don't use modern English.
That's all right. Or Middle English.
I use archaic English.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, I wonder why he wanted to kill the guy at Starbucks. Was it a worker or a customer or just another
He ran into the
customer?
guy's car, he said.
Oh, in the parking
He
lot?
bumped his wheels?
Bumped him.
According to the police report, he was driving a Range Rover that had driven past the drive-through order area. Upon backing his vehicle up, he made contact with another vehicle. While there was no damage to the vehicle, an argument ensued, and then Suggs allegedly threatened to kill the alleged victim and brandished a handgun in his left hand.
Yeah, well, don't mess with us women. Am I right?
Is Suggs the one missing fingers?
No, that's
Jason Pierre-Paul.
Oh,
Who,
JPP, that's right.
1975's calling. What is that?
The fan.
Oh, no.
Great
Hello?
band is what that is.
You want to take? I don't know. Do we do takeout orders?
Hockey.
Yeah, go ahead. What do you need?
Hockey just
He
answered the phone.
Answer the phone at Buffalo Wild.
Go ahead. Yeah.
As the fan.
Do you want like mild or something?
Brilliant.
Sweet barbecue. How many?
This person's going to be so mad.
So mad.
I don't think they can do sweet barbecue and salt and vinegar at the same time.
Oh, that's private.
Oh, you want them different?
This
What's your name?
it's Rosen.
How old are you?
It's Rosie. How old are you?
Are you here in Vegas?
No, they're calling from Detroit.
I'm sorry. Yeah. No, I don't know your name. How would I know?
Oh, man.
Extra wet naps.
You.
Is this Mark Rosen?
What if they... No, he's...
Oh, they hung up. Sorry.
And
I just cost you guys
Yeah.
a sale.
What if they'd said,
I
no,
apologize.
he's sleeping?
Sorry about that.
By the way, Rosen, no appearance on Thursday. Ticket holders getting ready to cash it.
I'm telling you, no way.
No, I think...
It'll
I
be
think
tomorrow.
He'll show up
Yeah,
tomorrow.
it'll be tomorrow.
Yeah.
No chance.
Yeah. He'll
Well,
show
again,
up.
he just he doesn't have time for us.
Yeah,
unwashed.
$20.
$20 it is. It's
that,
on.
That he
We're
does
freaking on
show
it.
up tomorrow.
Bob
He's
thinks
got him-
he'll show up.
Yep.
Yeah.
My dad will convince him to show up. I'm shocked he isn't here.
Well, I told you earlier he can't walk. Right
Yeah,
now.
where is
He's
your
having a
dad?
hard time.
If Lawyer Lambert pays for the Uber, the chances go through the roof.
Correct.
Bingo.
Through the roof.
A Planet Fitness member in North Carolina allegedly entered a ladies' locker room at the gym and stripped down completely naked, claiming that he identified as a woman. Mark Rosen, 73, was arrested on a charge of indecent exposure and booked into the Gershon County Jail last Thursday with his online inmate entry identifying him as a male. His mugshot showed the suspect sporting a light-colored beard, mustache, and really long fingers. Miller's arrest on a felony charge came after an alarmed woman called and said there was a naked man in the locker room.
That guy has watched way too much 90s Cinemax.
You are correct.
Thought it was just going to be an absolute heaven.
Oh, yeah.
In that women's
I
prison.
thought this was the no judgment zone.
Hey, by the way, when we were at Chick-fil-A yesterday, Asasi and Dov,
Yeah.
and the guy said, Emmanuel, your order's ready. And I said, you can the captain of the universe, or whatever the hell it is.
Queen of the Galaxy.
Yeah, that's what I
Whatever it was.
said. That's immediately what I said. I go,
Captain of the universe.
as I take a sip of my lemon and I go, it's the
Right.
galaxy.
Did you see how offended the guy was?
No.
The guy, Emmanuel,
No.
it was a dude.
Yeah.
And so I called him the captain of the universe, and he didn't seem happy with it. I thought it was a good line.
Yeah.
Remember how Oisel spent 20 minutes there?
Yeah.
Because Paul ordered a lemonade?
Yeah.
Thought he ordered food.
We thought he was waiting on his food, and then finally we're like, is your food ever coming? He goes, I didn't order food. Why are we standing outside Chick-fil-A then waiting? Yeah, there you go. Anyway, that happened
I
yesterday.
do sound like Cookie Monster.
Captain of the universe.
Yeah, and I go, it's the galaxy.
Yeah, you did.
That guy was pissed.
He was not happy with
no,
me.
he was not.
Yeah.
Did he think you were making fun of him?
I think he
or
probably
what?
did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he probably
Or he didn't get the Emmanuel
I
reference
Or
bet
he's heard
he's
it so
heard
many
it.
times.
He's heard it a lot.
Right. Yeah. Probably.
Yeah.
That's probably it.
from guys that are 40 or older.
Yeah. Just like me.
Yep. All right. So let's do a fan five when we come back, and then we're going to play initials in 20
Here we
minutes.
go.
5 of you are playing initials in 20 minutes. And then somebody over the phone is going to get a crack at guessing the initials with the St. Paul Federal Credit Union initials jackpot. Somebody might win $63,000 today on the Power Trip Morning Show, live from Las Vegas, Nevada, on the Fan.
The electric rock duo 21 Pilots are headed back to Minnesota. You can catch them October 12th as they bring the Clancy World Tour to Target Center. Tickets are on sale now. More info at KFAN.com. Just make the keyword calendar.
What is this, a wild broadcast? Look at Zach Halverson's doing liners and Joe O'Donnell's here. This is like the Wild Radio Network here.
Where's Tom Reed?
Hi, Joe.
Hey, guys.
Good morning.
What's up, Joe?
Yeah, where is Tom Reed?
You know, that's a good question. I probably should have checked before I walked over here.
My guess is sleeping in like a smart man.
Yeah. He'll be at practice, so he's a pro.
Is it true that you were up all night? You haven't gone to bed yet?
That is not true.
Okay, I just want to make sure. I thought I caught you there.
I took my advice from Halvey.
What's
Halvey said get some rest.
Yeah, that's how he is. He's very conscientious. There's no doubt about
Man,
it.
you're a lucky dude that Halvey does not go on these trips with you. Right? You see him at the X and you call it a day.
That's enough.
That's enough.
It's enough Halvey time. But I do love him.
That was a long home stretch there, 6 straight games. I was happy to see you guys.
You know who's really glad when we leave? Kevin Fulton.
Yeah,
and he routinely will say, have a great trip.
How does Las Vegas at this moment compare to when you guys were here when the Super Bowl was happening?
Well, when the plane landed yesterday, it was way different, right? Because Super Bowl Sunday when we landed, I mean, you couldn't park a jet anywhere.
Yeah,
like it was like packed like a Walmart. So that was definitely different. Walking over here at 5, whatever in the morning was also very different. I haven't seen this city kind of quiet until I got in here.
Right.
And I'm like, what is wrong with all these people?
Right. Yeah. No, I get it.
Right.
Yeah. A lot.
Yes.
No, it's I don't know. It's a different vibe in the morning. This is the best time to walk.
Yeah.
If you're in a group, I wouldn't walk the streets of Las Vegas by yourself this time of night. But there's nobody out there except for a homeless guy or two.
There were a couple of psychos running. Legit running for exercise?
They were running for their life, actually. It was a different thing. They looked like they were exercising. They had just been robbed. They were in their underwear.
So you guys are in town because the Wild take on the Vegas Golden Knights tomorrow. We were crossing our fingers that this game was going to matter. Ultimately, it does not.
Yeah. Unfortunately, officially, mathematically eliminated the other night after loss to the Avalanche, but you could kind of see it coming, unfortunately, for the last couple of weeks. But Liam Ogren could make his NHL debut tomorrow. You never know if Jesper Wallstedt will get the start. We'll find that out in the next probably 24 hours from John Hines. But I will say that this building, the environment that the Vegas Golden Knights have at home at T-Mobile Arena is outstanding. So even from a road fan perspective, it's a fun game, a lot of energy, and the Wild are going to play hard. They're going to play for pride and try to win the final few games.
Yeah. Anybody here going to the game tomorrow night or not? Okay, maybe a fifth of the crowd.
And if you're not, as Joe said, I cannot recommend it enough. Regardless of what's on the line, the game is almost secondary to what they do. Our guy Bruce on the PA and everything else, their game ops are among the best in the business. So if you can make it down there, go do it. It's worth it.
Bruce is a good dude.
Really good dude.
Yeah, he's the best.
He's funny.
Hey, Joe O'Donnell. From a hockey standpoint, was the Wild basically just couldn't overcome the slow start, right?
Yeah, and the injuries, meat sauce. I mean, if you're looking at it, I don't want to make excuses, but it just felt like there was sort of this dark cloud that just never left. Jared Spurgeon gets hurt in the preseason, only plays 16 games in the regular season. Kaprizov and Gustafsson got hurt the same game in late January, and the team went into a funk where they didn't win over, 6 or 7 games. So you have stretches like that, the slow start, and then as you get traction, some major injuries, and then as you get traction, you lose a couple of big games. It was tough sledding. But ultimately, it just wasn't good enough. It wasn't consistent enough. And the Wild this year, I think it's 0-10-1 against the 3 teams above them in the division, Colorado, Winnipeg, and Dallas. When you don't beat those teams, not even once in the regular season, I don't care how much you beat up on the cupcakes in the league or the easier nights in the league, you're just not going to have a chance.
So for those of you who have been listening the whole show, about an hour and a half ago or so, Zach, you admitted that you were nervous meeting Anthony LaPanta because he was once a PA announcer at a Pee-wee hockey game for you. You don't seem to be nervous around Joe O'Donnell. Is it because he...
I would disagree. I mean, you see me now after working an entire season with him, but after... I think in the beginning stages back, I've been following him since he was Aero Joe Radio on Twitter.
Okay, but would it have been different at some point if he called your name at a Pee-wee hockey game? Would that have been a difference maker?
Maybe.
Halvey's a good liar.
There's no doubt.
I learned from the best.
Okay.
Yeah.
Should we do a quick fan 5?
Absolutely, we should.
All right, then we got to pick some freaking rubes.
Some rubes are going to play the initials.
Got to have a wristband, too. You got to be on the trip with us.
That's going to happen.
It's time for Fan 5 on the Power Trip, presented by All Around Property Preservation.
Hey, thanks, All Around Property Preservation.
Yep.
Toss your hands up.
I just saw on the TV to the left, the massive TV over there, that Scotty Scheffler may leave the Masters if his wife goes into labor. So that's something to keep in mind if you bet on Scotty Scheffler. And for our Power Trip bet, he is the ghost. That is way more important than any sporting event, obviously.
Yeah, the word may leave is like...
Right.
Yeah.
Like if he's in the lead, he'll go,
Yeah.
Well, then should we bet on whether or not she goes into labor? Because we got to have action on Scheffler on some level. Let's bet on the birth.
You have a problem.
Yeah. And
Well, I
it's the
can't win at
best.
cards. I got to win at something.
Yeah. I feel you there, brother.
Man,
Yeah. Thanks, Hulk.
is she
Hot?
due anytime soon? I mean, obviously it's close enough, but I mean, is she due in 4 weeks? Is she overdue by a week?
crowning?
No idea. I don't know.
Right. How many? What is it? Centimeters? How many centimeters dilated is she currently? Can somebody get in there and check?
Well, we should have this information. I mean, that should be public knowledge, so-
information.
There is a
Let's go.
live video cam from what I've heard. Yeah,
Oh, good.
there is.
Yeah, that's why Rosie's not here.
He's in his room streaming it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
watching the Masters and her. Oh, never mind.
No, okay, everybody be cool.
All right, should we do Fan 5? Is that what we were
I think
doing?
we are.
Let's see
We are.
here.
Yeah.
We already talked about
We
that.
already talked
That's
about
boring.
that. Yeah, let's do it. We
Uh,
can talk more about Tesla if you want.
Hey, Joe, he saw Tesla at the House of Blues last
Oh yeah,
night.
man.
You know, yesterday when you said he was going, Halvey mentioned that Hockey might have left to go see Tesla. I literally thought they were referring to a vehicle.
Yeah, I understand.
Some kind of a car
That's
convention.
not a joke. Like now that you're saying he went and saw them, I realize he wasn't at like their factory or something.
Nope, no showroom,
Nope.
no cars.
How was it?
It was one of the best concerts I've ever seen. I loved it. Sounded great. House of Blues down there. It was odd. I rode in an Uber that was a Tesla to the Tesla.
Yep.
So yes, it was a little bit of both, but so much fun. Love that. And again, Izzy, thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Izzy Presley back there gave us the.
Oh, yeah, there he
thank you
is.
very much. Appreciate you, man. Thank you
Look at
very
Izzy
much.
back there.
Yeah, there he
Guy
is.
looks like he belongs in Slapshot.
Yeah, and
I think he likes that I think he would take that as a compliment.
that is a compliment. Absolutely, yeah. In
Hard
fact,
rock and hockey.
I'm going to talk to him because he just was on a metal cruise, and he just got back yesterday, I believe. So
A metal cruise.
yeah, you heard what I said. Yeah, that's a rock and roll cruise.
I wonder what the lineup was. My
I don't know.
guess
Let's
is he
find
can
out.
name it.
Were you on a metal cruise yesterday?
I was on a cruise called the On the Blue Cruise. It used to be the Moody Blues Cruise. It had the Zombies and the Nelson Twins honoring their dad, Ricky Nelson, and oh God, who else was on there? Alan Parsons Project. Yeah, all that kind of stuff. It was great.
Where was the cruise at?
Went out of Miami to Puerto Plata and Nassau, Bahamas. So Caribbean.
Yeah. You're a St. Cloud native, am I right?
You are correct, sir.
What brought you to Las Vegas?
I felt 70 below zero.
Yeah,
That's about it.
I was just talking to somebody about that over there. Where you live is a choice. How do you like living in Las Vegas?
I love it. Everything's 20 minutes away, and I can come to a bar at 4 a.m. in the morning and get drunk.
Oh, okay.
That's right.
Hell
That's
yeah.
about right. Yeah, exactly. And are you going to the Wild game tomorrow night?
I don't have tickets yet.
Well, that could change any moment now. Not for me. I'm saying somebody out here could probably be nice enough to give tickets.
Yeah, we're not offering.
But
We're just
again-
saying make it happen. Manifest it.
Tesla was better than they've ever been last night. Thank you for those tickets.
You are most welcome. I'm glad when I can help a friend out from other friends. So.
That's the best. There you go. Everybody, Izzy. Everybody say hi.
He's
to
the
him.
best.
Somebody buy him a drink.
A+.
Buy him a drink tonight.
I used to see Izzy at the Wild Press Box
Yeah,
all the time.
Izzy's
back
great.
in the day.
Yeah, what's going on the TV right now? Does anybody the big giant butt slabs?
What is that?
I don't know.
Apparently it's dough.
Oh my God,
but
they stole our bit.
I mean,
Yes.
It's
yeah.
would you?
Why does it say would you?
well, I think it's basically asking, is this dough getting gyrated, doing anything for anybody? Sauce, your thoughts?
My move, man. Look, Sauce.
Yeah.
Is a
Yeah, Hawk would.
twerking dough.
Yeah,
Let's
that
be
is-
honest. Hawk
mean-
has slept with
That
work.
was definitely
Yeah.
some sex moves.
It looks like it's raisin, you know what I mean?
Yeah, sex action.
Sex
yeah.
action.
Little sex
Little sex action for you. That's right. I love it.
Keeping it real.
Hey, Corliss.
Yes, Paul.
The Twins game today is postponed due to rain. Not that anybody cares, but yeah.
Yeah, people care.
Oh, people
Of
care.
course people
The
care.
Twins game is postponed due to rain, and hold on, according to hang on, hold on,
One of us.
Matt
One of
Miller
us.
from
He just
ESPN.
checked. He just checked.
The Vikings have scheduled a workout with LSU quarterback Jaden Daniels. So whatever that means.
Oh.
Hang on.
What are you doing?
Are you checking with your source?
No, he verified it. I watched him do it.
He's mocking me.
No.
Bump, bump, bump.
Talk amongst yourselves. Rhode Island, neither a road nor an island.
You
Discuss.
guys want to talk about Tesla some more? Because they were so good. They played,
What's their best song?
well, for me last night, the best song they did was You've Got to Love Me. Oh, come on, everybody. Love
Yeah, come on, everybody. You
Yeah,
know the
everybody
words.
join.
Come on, everybody, sing along.
And who are you going to see tonight?
Tonight I'm going to see the Scorpions and Joe's favorite band, Ugly Kid Joe.
And then
And then I might, if I got time and I can get there in time, go see Tom Kiefer because LA Guns is playing with Tom Kiefer tonight. Of course, you guys know, lead singer of Cinderella. Looking forward to all those concerts. I'm going to get to as many concerts as I possibly
What's
can.
Cinderella's best song?
Shake me all night.
Sauce, can you read the Matt Miller tweet again?
The Vikings have scheduled a workout with LSU quarterback Jaden Daniels.
On April 9th at 11:20 in the morning, Sauce tweeted, "Draft thought. The Vikings not meeting with Jaden Daniels means he's their number one target. If he gets to 3, they will pounce."
I stand by that.
I stand by you. He pulled that in his brain. He knew that you had tweeted.
He's obsessed with it.
It's unbelievable. I mean, that is a hell of a memory. Hell of a memory.
I lead a pretty empty existence.
You know every piece in Monopoly.
Hey, Joe.
Sure do.
A question comes to mind. Where did you guys come from to get here in Vegas?
Denver.
So you flew from Denver here, and you've been here since when?
Yesterday at about, 3 p.m.
That's a weird thing. I mean, I know that, I guess technically it saves gas in the plane and stuff. I'm surprised you don't fly to Minnesota and stay home and then come here. Because you don't play till Friday.
Would you like me to comment on this situation? Putting me in a tough spot here.
Is that a normal thing for you guys?
Well, normally we would have left after the game against the Avalanche on whatever, I don't know what day of the week.
Yeah, right. That's right. Yeah, I feel like, yeah, right.
Yeah.
I mean, this trip started Saturday after a home game, went to Chicago, played Chicago Sunday, to Denver, sat there, felt like for an eternity. Avalanche game, now Vegas. We go to California from here. It's the longest trip of the year.
That's crazy because you guys are staying at a very expensive hotel. It just seems like that is an incredible waste of money. Would you like to talk to somebody about this?
You are trying to get me in trouble.
I'm not trying I'm standing up for you. No, it just seems weird. I mean, I can't imagine like the Vikings getting done playing the Packers on a Sunday and just flying to Green Bay and staying there for a week.
Yeah, it's definitely different than the NFL travel.
Yeah. Interesting. You know what, then? Let's change this up. I don't want to get you in trouble. How'd you feel about the coaching change? Was it a good idea?
It was great seeing you guys.
All right. Should we pick some rubes here?
Does anybody want to play the initials game? Anybody? Now, you have to have a wristband. You have to have a wristband. You have to have been on the trip. So if you have a wristband, then you are eligible to play.
Are these people real? Like, do they realize how nerve-wracking this game is?
I think they do.
Some of them do.
I think they get it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think some of them do. Yeah.
So, we kind of said this a month or so ago that the welcome party last night was kind of an unofficial audition, right? Like we kind of mixed and mingled and got a chance to kind of vibe and feel if we're like, I wonder if this person would be good at initials. My guess is Chris threw all of that out the window and is just going to pick a woman.
100%.
I don't know why.
We'll see.
1,000%.
But we have
Put on my glasses on.
So he can.
we have the 4 of us, and we need 5 rubes. Maybe, Joe, sight unseen, we should let you pick the 5th, because you didn't have... Well, you got to mix and mingle a little bit last night when you were here, so maybe Joe can pick one as well. But do you guys know who you're going to pick? Because I do.
Well,
do you guys know?
I was going to pick the lady who was basically just short of cursing, but her and her husband left.
Oh,
so now, yeah, right.
That's why you got to stay.
That's what I'm saying.
It pays to stay.
Yeah. So, I guess what we need to do is if you have... Oh, I saw what you were doing over there. If you have a wristband on, let us know by raising your hand. We'll put that wristband in the air and that you actually do want to play. Who's going to pick first?
And then you're going to be here tomorrow if you win.
That is true.
That's true. You have
to be here tomorrow because the winner advances to take on the big boys tomorrow.
Got it. Okay.
I know who I want. Can I go first?
You go first. Go.
So there were about 4 or 5 people last night. I'm like, this person would be good. I had it down to like 4. But one person I think is going to be very good.
Okay.
Because this person hosts trivia nights.
Oh.
This guy over here, Donnie, right? Is that your name? Donnie? I think Donnie's the real deal.
All right.
Good dude. He's into trivia. He has hosted trivia nights as a job in the past. I think he gets the game.
Okay.
I think Donnie's going to be tough to beat. So I'm going with my man Donnie over there.
Most importantly, Corey's got a wild hat on.
See, there you go.
He does have a wild
You
hat.
might have picked him anyway.
That's one crazy.
Donnie's traditionally performed pretty well in Vegas, right?
What?
That's a Donnie Osmond joke. It's not good.
Is he the guy who died in Sixth Sense?
No.
That's Donnie Wahlberg.
It's Donnie Wahlberg, but at least he had the right.
At least I had the first name.
Finally had the Wahlberg.
Exactly
part
right.
Exactly. So Donnie's in. Donnie's number 1.
All right.
Chris, do you know who you would like?
Yes, I am going to pick somebody, and I know exactly who I'm going to pick. I am. Yeah, absolutely.
Any guy raising their hand, just
what a waste of
put him
time.
down.
Yeah.
Put your hand down, dudes.
Yeah, I see. And it's not going to be Dov. It's not going to be Dov.
Dov has a wristband.
I'd like to pick Dov.
How did Dov get a wristband? He's not with us.
That's from the hospital. Actually, that's from last night. He had to be treated for gonorrhea.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Right. Yeah. So
That's sad.
just so you know, as always, you guys have me nailed right down with what I'm going to do. I'm going to pick this gentleman right here. Come
you're
on
going
over.
with the dude.
This gentleman served in the United States Navy, was on an aircraft carrier for us, and he wanted to play the initial game. We were speaking earlier. We made out a little bit. I thank you for that. I appreciate it. Pleasant man.
Love it. All right.
Yeah, so he will be my representative today. Thank you very much.
Sauce, Zach, do you know who you want?
All right, make some noise if you want to play the initials.
Come on, make some noise now. Come on, make some noise now.
Who are you picking, Zach?
What? Come on, Javi.
That was weird.
That was weird.
We all thought you were going to pick.
I thought you were ready to pick.
That was strange.
No, I thought I was waiting for you to pick. So if you want to go, who liked the Donny Osmond joke I just did?
Oh, don't kiss ass.
People laugh.
Nobody liked the Donny Osmond joke.
7 people left after that joke.
We'll go with white shirt gal
White
over there.
gal?
Yeah, the white gal.
shirt gal.
Yes, she raised her hand immediately. She liked the Donny Osmond joke,
In
and now you're playing
typical
initials.
Halvey fashion. That was.
Yeah.
Let's pick the white girl.
All right, I get to pick who wants to play. We'll pick you in the white jacket.
Oh, a couple of ladies. All right,
okay,
white jacket
cool.
ladies.
See, you guys are always picking ladies. It's just unbelievable.
It's so typical.
It is what it is.
Joe, it's down to you.
Last pick is you, buddy.
Joe O'Donnell, voice of the Minnesota Wild.
Yesterday I met Jesse,
He's a friend.
and he's back there. I think he's got a wristband, and I
Great
think
girl.
he's got his wife with him. They were somewhat complimentary of my broadcasting work, and they seem to be Wild fans. So,
all right.
If Jesse and or his wife want to participate, that one of them can.
She's shaking her head. She doesn't want to play? Oh, she does want to play.
All right,
She does?
Yes?
let's get her up here.
Okay.
Okay, there you go.
Hey, we got 3 ladies. I like that as well, too. All right,
that.
so the first ever all-Rube game of initials after this, but again, more importantly, maybe, one of you listening gets a shot at $63,000 with the St. Paul Federal Credit Union. Initials Jackpot. Initials is next on The Fan, live from Las Vegas.
And welcome back to Las Vegas, Nevada, ladies and gentlemen. Make some noise at Buffalo Wild Wings. The Power Trip is officially, it's the 18th consecutive year the Power Trip has been out here in Las Vegas. We are having a great time. I know that's not accurate, but I don't know how many years it's been. I have a bad memory. But it's a special edition of the Power Trip live from Las Vegas, Buffalo Wild Wings, because we are about to do something that's never been done on the air, Corey, and that's have an all-Rube initials game. Somebody is going to win the chance to play against the actual Power Trippers tomorrow right here at Buffalo Wild Wings. But before we introduce our special guests, we have a very special guest on the hotline. This is somebody that it's real hard to get in person, so we had to take them by phone. Ladies and gentlemen, Mark Rosa joins us from his hotel room a mere mile from here. Mark Rosa, are you there?
Well, I want to tell you, we're going from you, so we're so far away. We tried really. My alarm's going off right now. See, that's how professional I am.
Is your alarm actually Lawyer Lambert?
Hang on a second.
Oh, yeah,
there
turn
we go.
him off.
I got rid of it. Sorry.
Yeah, that's okay.
But we're staying downtown, and we love it. We got here last night, and we ran into a ton of Minnesota people already, and a lot of fun conversations. And Hawk, you'd be interested in this. Some of them, a number of them, are participating in what appears to be like a 6-month bowling tournament. I mean, there are bowlers coming in droves for I don't know how long. Talked to a bunch of guys who were on a team, and the lowest average they had was like 218 or 220, whatever. But they're here participating in this bowling tournament. I saw a bunch of people get off the plane with bowling balls. I mean, it's crazy. So that's, among other things going on, they're here for a bowling tournament. So we ran into a lot of nice folks from Minnesota last night.
I'll tell you what, Rosie, one of the craziest things is one place you could have run into a lot of Minnesotans was Buffalo Wild Wings right here this morning. They're missing you like crazy. Let's hear, do you miss Rosie? Do you wish he was here?
Yes.
Oh, you guys are breaking my heart. Yeah, we couldn't get an Uber. We tried really hard, but we tried.
Oh, I know.
Hey, come on.
It's hard to get an Uber at 6:20 in the morning. I understand. Well, we have an actual bet. I won't tell you who's got money on what, but we have an actual bet whether or not you'll be here tomorrow. And I'm not trying to put any pressure on you, but ladies and gentlemen at Buffalo Wild Wings, would you like it if Rosie came by tomorrow?
Come on, Rose.
Who has no interest in Rosie showing up tomorrow morning?
Me.
Oh, yeah, Mark. Mark is the only one that doesn't. So, Rosie, enjoy your day with Lawyer Lambert. Please tell him I'm sorry about how rough I was last night. We miss you. We love you.
Oh,
you
my.
$1 million. Spend your best day you can at the pool at the hotel today. We love you.
Oh, my God, the pool is, I mean, they have like 19 swimming pools, a screen the size of a drive-in movie theater, a casino. They got it all. I don't have to leave there. I'm just going to be there all day. Anyway, love you guys.
Shocking.
And have
Love
fun.
Enjoy it. There goes Mark Rosen, ladies and gentlemen. There he goes. But now it's time, Corey, to get to know our competitors.
Freaking Rosen.
I know. He's in his hotel right now. You know he was naked. You know he sleeps naked.
And I like how you're like, hey, you want to swing by the Power Trip Morning Show? He's like, you know who I met is a bunch of bowlers. Who gives a rat's ass? Are you coming on or not? Let's go. Always deflecting that, Mark.
Yeah,
Rosen.
I know it.
All right, so yeah, we have 5 Rubes playing. Again, we've had a couple of games over the last couple of years at Treasure Island on Thursday night that have been awesome, right? The Rubes are battling, and we've seen some skills, we've seen some abilities. We mentioned a week or two ago that once a month or once every month and a half or so, we're actually going to get a Rube or two to play in studio just to see if that vibe is going to work. But why not have 5 people live here in Las Vegas square off, and the winner will advance tomorrow to take on the regulars, if you will.
Yeah, and in regards to that, we have our listeners ready to go. We're going to talk to our first competitor. Sir, what is your name?
My name is Paul.
Where are you from?
I'm from Lino Lakes.
Lino Lakes. Are you very good at the initials game?
It depends on the week.
Yeah, I talked about it. You were my choice. You served on which aircraft carrier?
I was on a USS Theodore Roosevelt.
How about that? How big was this thing, man?
3 football fields long.
Wow. How long was the longest you were out at sea on that aircraft carrier?
Oh, boy. It was 6 months at a time.
Wow.
But I think the longest time where we without seeing land was over 90 days.
Wow. Wow, incredible. Desert Storm veteran, thank you for your service. Thank you for being here. I hope you win. Good luck to you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Our next competitor is, what's your name? Where are you from?
My name is Jackie, and I'm from Elk River. Shout out Elk River, people.
Shout out Elk River. I love Elk River. Love Elk River. Hate that road getting out there. Those 2 stoplights are going to be the death of me one of these days, but they're going to fix it.
They're
I know.
changing it. Yep.
How are you feeling right now about your chances today?
I'm nervous. I do well at my house.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Every once in a while I get a few, but...
Well, Jackie, look at it like this. As long as you don't swear, you've already done better than Dovlin.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I can
no
tell
guarantees on that.
By the look on her face, I can tell she's not sure she can get through it. Good luck to you. I hope you do well today. Sir, you are, and where are you from?
Donnie, I'm from Hastings.
Donnie from Hastings. Donnie, you're the trivia guy?
Yeah.
And you're wearing the wild hat?
That's correct.
Fantastic. You excited about the game tomorrow?
Yes, I can't wait. Yeah, I'll be there.
How do you feel about this initials game about to come up?
I'm very excited to play. I'm super duper nervous.
Yeah.
Got a little bit of bubble guts, as Ben Lieber likes to say.
Definitely,
yep. But
well, as Ben Lieber
excited.
also likes to say, keep your piss hot.
Yeah. Okay, all right, I'll keep my piss hot. I got it. I'm on it.
Absolutely fantastic. Good luck to you. Next, your husband said you were a fan. I appreciate that very much. I wish I had picked you. I didn't. What is your name? Where are you from?
Deanna from Chatfield.
From Chatfield?
Yeah.
I know where Chatfield is. How about that? Absolutely. As you sit here now getting ready to play the initials game, do you feel confident? Do you have anything in your mind you'd like to say?
No.
No. Yeah, you don't
so
look confident.
nervous.
I'm not going to tell you. You don't look confident right now. You're a little bit nervous. That's all right. Just, again, don't cuss. Yell out your name. I think you got this. Good luck to you. Okay?
Thank you.
And the last competitor here, I'm going to have to hand you your headphones. So when I hand them to you, Corey's going to take over the interview process. Just tell us your name and where you're from. Okay, here you go.
Hi, how's it going? What's your name?
Good. I'm Jessica from Cold Spring.
Jessica from Cold Spring. Anybody else here from Cold Spring? Okay, one guy. Her husband. That makes sense. That checks out. Jessica, do you feel like you're pretty good at this game?
No, she doesn't. I can see it. Yeah, we have no confidence at all up here right now. I can see it.
We should have gambled on it because, again, I picked Donnie because I'm like, this guy's confident. I think he knows what he's doing. Everybody else picked people that are like, I don't think I'm going to do very well.
Yeah.
But you never know. Again, it's a weird game. It goes back and forth. You never know. Maybe Anthony LaPantha wants to play. He just walked in. There's the Panther.
Auntie LaPanty?
Yeah, Auntie LaPanty. as they said earlier. All right, so I guess we didn't even ask about sponsors. Are we just doing sponsors tomorrow?
We'll do sponsors tomorrow.
All right, got it.
We'll do sponsors tomorrow. That is exactly right. But we do need to give away some money, possibly.
Potentially. Let's fire up the jackpot because, again, you can call back at St. Louis Park. Max is going to get a random caller here in a second. One of you is going to have a crack at $63,000.
Now it's time for the St. Paul Federal Credit Union Initials Jackpot.
That's right. The St. Paul Federal Credit Union Initials Game Jackpot is how much, Corey?
$63,000. And don't forget, it hit right here in Las Vegas for the first time a handful of years ago. Carl guessed his own initials because he's a narcissist. But he made him $31,500 richer. And then Mike hit it for $13,500, 27 weeks later? So it's gone off twice, but this is the all-time high. Thanks to St. Paul Federal Credit Union. It goes up $500 every week. It's up to $63,000.
That's right. Check it out, ladies and gentlemen. I believe the phones are up right now. 1-800-320-5326. Even here at Buffalo Wild Wings, if you got your phone near you, you can call and be a part of this. So, Max, it's all up to you. You have to pick the right caller to try to give away big money today.
All right, random caller back in St. Louis Park. Max is going to pull one up. What is your name and where are you from?
Hey, it's Doug from Cologne.
Doug from Cologne. Hi, Doug from Cologne. How are you today?
Hi. I'm doing great. How are you guys?
Good. Would you like to win $63,000?
Sure, why not?
Okay. Yeah, why not? Why not? Right.
When Carl won it, he promised that if he won, he would catch the first flight out to Las Vegas and then party with us the rest of the weekend. Are you willing to commit to the same thing, that if you can guess the right initials, you're on your way out to Vegas later today?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Well, excitement right there.
Okay.
Again, you're looking to buy a new car, save money on your current car loan with St. Paul Federal Credit Union. Now offering car loan rates as low as 6.29%. Apply today at stpaulfcu.org/KFAN. Federally insured by the NCUA.
All right, Doug. For $63,000, you get $250 if you get one letter in the right spot. $63K if you get them both. What letters are you guessing?
I'm going to go LD.
LD. The letter L and then the letter D.
LD.
All right, Doug in Cologne is going LD for a shot at $63,000. He would be the third ever jackpot winner. He'd be the second ever live at a Vegas broadcast. The conspiracy theorists would come out of the woodwork. Doug in Cologne is going LD. Does he have at least one right for $250 and a shot at $63,000?
Come on, give it to him. Come on.
What do you think, crowd? Do you think he has one right, yes or no? Yes?
They're shaking their head.
Woo. Make some noise if you think he has one. How about if you think he has none? Majority has it. Yeah, sorry, Doug. They were correct.
Get ready, everybody. No. Here we go. Now, please, crowd, do not yell anything out. This has got to be a fair fight.
Yep.
Good luck, everybody.
Yell out your name. Your name is your buzzer. Yell it out clearly. The initials for the first ever all Rube game, PJ, which are Sauce's initials as well. He is PJ Lambert. That is true. True story. PJ are the initials. Here is item 1.
Clue number 1.
These aren't written or verbalized.
Clue number 2.
Often considered harmless or lighthearted.
Clue number 3.
May involve setup.
Deanna.
Donnie.
Deanna was first.
Poetic justice.
All right, no, you're out. Donnie, you can pass or ring in. You were next.
I'll take it.
You're going to go.
Practical joke.
Practical joke. I think Donnie's going to be good at this game. Practical joke is the right answer, and Donnie is on the board with 1. All right, number 2 of PJ.
Clue number 1.
Considered simple or basic.
Clue number 2.
These 2 words rhyme.
Clue number 3.
Could be considered offensive or a negative comment.
Clue number 4.
Unremarkable.
Jess.
Jess.
Plain Jane.
That's right.
Jessica on the board. Plain Jane is the right answer. There you go. Is that building confidence? You feel better?
Sure.
See, there we go. Jessica's on the board with 1. Donnie's on the board with 1. Here's number 3 of PJ.
Clue number 1.
First mass commercial distribution in the United States started in the 1930s.
Clue number 2.
Often stereotypically connected to the elderly.
Clue number 3.
This is consumed.
Donnie.
Donnie?
Prune juice.
That's right.
If Donnie can get the victory here, I think you guys might be in trouble tomorrow, which would be very interesting if he can do it. Prune juice is the right answer, and Donnie takes the lead. Donnie has 2. Jessica has 1. Everybody else yet to score, but there's tons of time. There's 9 to go. Here's number 4 of PJ.
Clue number 1.
Often triggers an alert.
Clue number 2.
Involves opening doors.
Clue number 3.
Features sheets.
Jackie.
Jackie.
Jet printer.
Nope. Backwards initials, but you'll get there. That's all good. Jackie's out for the rest of number 4. Deanna.
Paper jam.
That's right.
Paper jam. You were on the right path. With jet printer, you were in the right ballpark, but it was the other way. PJ is paper jam. There you go. All right, so Deanna on the board with 1. Donnie has 2. Deanna has 1. Jessica has 1. Here's number 5 of PJ.
Clue number 1.
Has a famous connection to a specific shape.
Clue number 2.
Has 13 rings.
Clue number 3.
Was an executive.
Clue number 4.
In 2007 was inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Clue number 5.
Known for his holistic approach. Final clue.
Clue number 6.
He was the Zen master coach of the Bulls and Lakers. Deanna.
Phil Jackson.
Phil Jackson. And Deanna scores point number 2. We got a game. Donnie has 2. Deanna has 2. Jessica has 1. Paul and Jackie yet to score, but there's tons of time. Here's number 6 of PJ.
Clue number 1.
Often cut.
Clue number 2.
This is a variety or type.
Clue number 3.
Features visible specks.
Clue number 4.
Often displayed on a board.
Clue number 5.
This is known for its spice.
Donnie. Pepper jelly.
That's right.
No, sorry. Nope. I hit the wrong button.
Jackie.
Did Paul ring in? Paul, go.
Pepper jam.
No. Did Jackie ring in or not?
Pass.
Okay, pass. So we're down. The fellas are out. The ladies are left. Here's the final clue of number 6.
Clue number 6.
This is sometimes melted, and also sometimes this cheese is found in burgers.
Jackie.
Ooh, who was first? Do you guys know? Deanna was first? All right, they're saying Deanna was first. Deanna, go for it.
Pepper jack.
Pepper jack is the right answer. Pepper jack. You guys are pepper jelly, pepper jam, but pepper jack cheese, pepper jack is the right answer. We're halfway through the game. Deanna, you have the lead. She's got 3.
I'm as surprised as you are.
Deanna has 3. Donnie has 2. Jessica has 1. Here is number 7 of PJ.
Clue number 1.
This is a nickname.
Clue number 2.
According to reports, the person wasn't a huge fan of this particular nickname.
Clue number 3.
This was a professional athlete.
Clue number 4.
This person's job was holding a ball.
Clue number 5.
One of the words is a color.
Donnie?
Okay.
Purple Jesus?
That's right.
That is Purple Jesus Adrian Peterson of the Minnesota Vikings. He apparently did not like the nickname Purple Jesus. Didn't care for it. But that is the right answer. All right, Donnie and Deanna have the lead. They both have 3. Jessica has 1. Everybody's still mathematically in this, though, with 5 to go. Here's number 8 of PJ.
Clue number 1.
Often connected to rewards or punishments.
Clue number 2.
Involves balance or fairness.
Deanna.
Deanna.
Poetic justice.
That's right.
Dang it. Dang it. I was sitting on that.
Poetic justice. Deanna can play a little bit. She had no confidence before the game, and look at her go. She's absolutely killing it. She has the lead and has 4. Deanna has 4. Donnie has 3. Jessica has 1 with 4 items to go. So Paul and Jackie, you have to run the table to force a tiebreaker. Everybody else still in this. Here is number 9. Yeah, see, they want you to win. Here's number 9 of PJ.
Clue number 1.
Started in 1974.
Clue number 2.
Depicted wearing a hat and tie.
Clue number 3.
Most often connected to earth tones.
Clue number 4.
Has a mustache and a monocle.
Clue number 5.
Connected to a beach lifestyle. Final clue.
Clue number 6.
Beige, tan, white, and khaki clothing line beach brand. 5, 4, 3. Donnie.
Panama Jack.
There you go. It's Panama Jack. I
should have said it.
I thought that was going to go all the way through, but Panama Jack is the right answer. 3 items to go. Paul and Jackie, you're mathematically out, but keep playing. Get on the board, right? Get in the record books. Show some pride to your hometown. They're thoroughly disappointed right now. No, you can do this. Jackie and Paul trying to get on the board. Jessica, you're not out of it either, but you need all 3 to force a tiebreaker. Deanna has 4. Donnie has 4. Here's number 10 of PJ.
Clue number 1.
Wants freedom.
Clue number 2.
Is fictional.
Clue number 3.
Commonly appears in blue.
Deanna.
Okay.
Princess Jasmine.
Holy cow. Deanna is legit. That was fantastic. Princess Jasmine. Uh-oh. You know, I thought Donnie, if he could make it to Friday, could mess the fellas up tomorrow. Deanna, I think you could shake him down as well. You can definitely play. That was legit. That was absolutely legit. All right, so it all comes down to this. Deanna, you have 5. If you get either of the remaining 2, you are the winner. Donnie, you're 1 back. Jessica, you're now mathematically out, but keep playing. Deanna going for the win. Here's number 11 of PJ.
Clue number 1.
Considered small and lightweight.
Clue number 2.
This is a nickname.
Clue number 3.
These are connected to short distances.
Clue number 4.
Often connected to islands. Jess.
Puddle jumper.
Puddle jumper. Jessica, fantastic. Those are puddle jumpers. Nicely done. This whole group is pretty solid. This is good. All right, so it all comes down to this. Deanna, if you get this right, you win. Donnie, you need this for the tie, but if Paul, Jackie, or Jessica gets this, then Deanna also wins. So it's basically 4-on-1. Deanna going for the win, Donnie going for the tie. Here's number 12 of PJ.
Clue number 1.
Starts at a base or seed.
Clue number 2.
Can be linked.
Clue number 3.
Are eventually reset.
Clue number 4.
These increase.
Clue number 5.
These are eventually won.
Deanna.
For the win.
Progressive jackpot.
Oh my gosh! Deanna is legit. And she wins the first ever all-rube game of initials. Deanna with 6.
Good game. Wow.
That was fantastic.
Wow.
Thank you.
Good game.
Wow, some of those were no joke. I think she has an absolute chance tomorrow. What do we think, crowd? Could she do this tomorrow? I think she could do this. Wow. All right, round of applause for all of our competitors.
Let's hear it.
Deanna, stick around though. Let's get the regular show in, and Deanna, stick around. I want the fellas to be able to ask you a question or two. So, round of applause for Donnie and
Thank
Paul,
you all very much,
and
everybody.
Jackie and Jessica. Fantastic.
Well done, everybody. Anthony, come on over, buddy, if you would, please.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Are you surprised? Because your husband, is that your husband?
That's my
He's
husband.
not surprised at all.
We play every week, so we like the game, but I was nervous coming into it, so yeah.
So, are you coming back tomorrow to defend your title, right? You're good for...
Yeah, I'll be here.
Fantastic.
Of
Man, I
course.
don't know.
I wouldn't miss it.
I don't
Really
know.
excited. So.
Wow. A couple of those were absolutely A+. So, Hawk, Sauce, Zach, and Deanna tomorrow. We were crossing our fingers that Rosie was going to join, but it sounds like he's out. So we might have to find a fifth, and there's a couple of options like that. But Deanna, tomorrow you will play at 8:15 against Chris and Zach and Sauce and maybe one other person.
Congratulations.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm really excited.
I'm really impressed. I mean, that was a hell of a game. Like, do you have anybody you want to shout out to, or anybody back home you want to say hi to?
Yeah, I mean, we're away from our 3 kids. They're being watched by my husband's awesome mother right now.
Yeah, fantastic.
What are your kids' names?
Colin, Danica, and Clayton.
Oh, see, that's so cool. Corey just leaves his kids at home by themselves.
Yeah, hot ass Randy's watching them.
Oh my God, I forgot to.
You forgot to take care of it, didn't you? Yeah, absolutely.
I think somebody's watching them.
Wasn't hot ass Randy there?
Yeah, he brought me to the airport.
Yeah,
he was going to turn around because he said he had a bunch of work to do over the next 4 days.
That's so kind
That makes
of him.
sense.
So yeah, I get home about midnight Saturday night,
Right.
And I guess it's an exactly a 4-day project. So
Oh, wow.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
I don't know what it is. Again, we've been in that house for 8 years. Look, building a house sucks. I had no idea that a brand new house has 8 years of nonstop projects and renovation after it's done. I thought they would build it and it would be done. But he's been working on it for 8 years, and my wife says it's not even close to being done.
A lot of
A
plowing.
lot of stuff to do with the back
round
door.
the clock.
No doubt about it.
So yeah, whatever the project is, I guess it's going to be done Saturday night, and I'm looking forward to seeing it when I get home
Fantastic.
Sunday morning.
Anthony LaPanta, were you impressed by the performance of the initials game there from our listeners? I mean, across the board, huh?
I was not only impressed, I was intimidated. There were some solutions or answers, whatever you call it. I had never even heard of them.
Yeah.
Never heard of Princess Jasmine.
Yeah, I didn't know the
know
Purple
about
Jesus
Purple
thing.
Jesus.
I had no idea the Purple Jesus
Yeah.
thing. And we were talking, Corey, if Sauce had lost on the Purple Jesus thing, the place would have burned to the ground because he would have been so angry at
I
it.
think I would have eventually gotten to it, but yeah,
Was that a thing? I never ever remember hearing that.
Yeah, and apparently he didn't like it because obviously Adrian likes to play the God card a little bit, and he basically was like, "There's only one Jesus, there's no purple Jesus." So I guess he went on record a couple times saying he wanted to be AD all day and not be purple Jesus. He didn't.
I remember the AD one, but I had never heard Purple Jesus.
Well,
and by the way, if your house projects get done in 8 years, you're way ahead of the game because mine haven't stopped yet, and I'm at 15.
Oh, hot ass Randy works at your house too?
Probably for a different reason.
Congrats to
Probably
hot
for a
ass
different reason.
Randy.
Yeah, probably for a
You
different
must
reason.
hate those road trips, Panther.
How do you feel about it? Because we were talking earlier with Joe about how long this road trip is. How do you deal with this kind of thing?
Well, for me, it's a little shorter than Joe because we unfortunately don't have the last game of the trip in Los Angeles.
Gotcha.
It's on national TV, so I'm going home a day early. But this is the longest trip we had. Other than Sweden was probably this long, which was a different kind of trip.
Yeah.
These are tough because there's so many cities. So you're in and out of suitcases and, 5 games. I think the team's gone 11 days. Anytime you get 2 days in a row off, it's really the only time you get a day off.
Sure.
Because otherwise you're either coming into the city or you're playing and flying out to the next city. So this part is nice. We get 2 days off here, got in yesterday, middle of the day, and this part is actually the easy part. But normally when you're going every other day, and in this case we play Friday here and Saturday in San Jose, those are long nights because you're prepping for the next day. As soon as the game's over, you get on the plane, and it's all relative. These are first world problems, I guess. We're jumping on a charter jet to fly to another city to do an NHL game.
You made a great point last night. We were talking here at Buffalo Wild Wings in Vegas about the fans being a little upset that we didn't make the playoffs this year. Obviously, you're allowed to be upset about not making the playoffs, but what is it, 10 of the last 11 years we haven't made the playoffs?
Coming in, right.
Yeah, that's a pretty good run, even without a Stanley Cup,
Well, it's the best run in the league over that stretch.
Wow.
Only one other team that was 10 out of 11 during the time. And, fans get spoiled when you just assume you're going to be in it every year.
Yeah.
And it makes these games, this is for me my 12th year. So I've been a part of all those 11 seasons. And that's why this one feels so weird.
Yeah.
We just haven't had games at the end that didn't matter very often. You're lucky because you're always just hoping that the games matter at the end, win or lose. As a broadcaster, you just want them to matter. And here we've got 4 or 5 that don't at the end. Really. I mean, they matter, but they don't matter for a playoff spot. And it's no fun.
Anthony, I asked Joe O'Donnell this earlier. Was it the injuries and the slow start they just couldn't overcome?
Yeah, it was lack of depth.
Yeah.
Because of the salary cap penalties, which they're self-imposed, but it makes it hard to have enough depth. You just don't. You look at, take $15 million. I mean, that's a third line. And so when other teams get injuries, they've got that at their disposal, and the Wild didn't this year. But for me, it really came down to one stretch. The slow start was there. They hadn't had goaltending. They didn't get goaltending all year. That's been an underachieving problem. Same 2 guys were third in the league in save percentage last year. They're near the bottom this year. But they had fought back. They were in a playoff spot, and then it was the end of December, early January. They had a 9-game stretch. They lost 7 guys at the same time. And it wasn't just 7. It was Kaprizov, it was Zuccarello, it was Brodin and Spurgeon, it was Gus. They only won 1 of those 9 games. And when you do that, you have to play so much better than everybody else the rest of the year to make up for that, and they just couldn't do it.
It's hard to believe with Vegas being here now, 6, 7, whatever it is now. It feels like they've been around forever, the way they've established themselves in the league. And now with the big news yesterday, looks like Arizona creeping more towards Salt Lake City. What did you think about the whole Coyote situation? I know it's a great place to call a game now, but 5,000 just does not feel like a pro hockey setup.
No, and so there's a couple things. One, it was the best spot to call a game. It was unbelievable, but you can't survive there long term.
Yeah.
I'll miss going to Arizona in the winter. That's a nice stop. I didn't know much about it. I certainly don't have any inside knowledge or anything, but to me it was a no-brainer to do it this way. Instead of sitting around and waiting for them to get an arena done and look at playing in this college rink for the next 4 or 5 years, it makes too much sense to sell the team to somebody there, get the owners a little bit of what would have been an expansion fee in Salt Lake, and then tell the guys in Arizona, once you get your deal done, we'll come back with an expansion team. Sure. And the expansions that's $1 billion. I mean, that's a lot of money for the owners. They're not going to turn their back on that.
Right. Go win $1 billion at a casino. Are you allowed to do that?
I'm allowed to do it, but let's just say I didn't get any closer to $1 billion last night on my first.
Understood. I feel you on that. Anthony LePanta, everybody.
Thank you, Minnesota Wild. Anthony, we had both. We had the TV voice and the radio voice on today with Joe O'Donnell and Anthony LePanta. Tomorrow, 5:30 to 9, I get another live show from Buffalo Wild Wings here in Las Vegas. Deanna's going to have the entire crowd behind her tomorrow.
Come on now.
She is definitely going to be the fan favorite tomorrow at 8:15 with $63,000 on the line. Congrats to Deanna. Tomorrow, we expect Mark Rosen to completely skip out on seeing any of you. He doesn't care about any of you. He looks down on all of you. So we will enjoy spending time with you tomorrow.
We will.
5:30 to 9. Thanks for checking out the Power Trip Morning Show live from Las Vegas, Nevada.
Thank you, everybody.
Yeah. See you tomorrow, everybody.
Thank you, Defined Destinations.
Listen back to today's Power Trip Morning Show, or to hear previous shows, podcast us on the iHeartRadio app or KFAN.com.